Hello and welcome. This is Ayana Lahi, and I am so very happy that you are here with all of us today in this week's episode of Be One, Be You. We are diving into the power of love. Your life is a journey between love, despair, love, fear, love, hatred, love, desperation, love, hopefulness, love, joy, love, unhappiness. You get the picture. We live in a world of duality, and so our emotions swing back and forth from our mind into our heart. When our heart is covered over with unresolved circumstances and situations, it's challenging to reach into the depths of our heart and be able to be fully transparent and honest with ourselves. We can kid ourselves, right? You know those times in your life where you're thinking one thing, but you know you need to be doing it another way. You are accessing a pondering, a wondering if possibly something else, another approach, a different way of coming into a situation, reacting, responding could be different. How do we access that love within inside of ourselves? You have to really want to be able to trust that love. How many times can you think back in your life already to the moments when you have been betrayed by love, when love turned its face from you and it turned away from the you that you so needed to be seen, so willing and ready to be received, heard, and truly embraced? All of us go through numerous moments. We all have different degrees, right, of how much we need the love to be mirrored back to us. In childhood development as an infant, there is a strong phase where, as an infant, you needed the mirroring back to you of being perfectly beautiful, being the joyous love that you are, and feeling that the love that you are could open another person's heart, usually a parent, an elder, family member. And when we are mirrored back that who we are is really as wonderful and special that we really crave, we grow up trusting the power of love. And when we are not given that mirroring back to us, we have to discover how to trust the love within inside of ourself. Most of us, and I'm sure most of you can relate to seeking love, seeking to trust that love through being in a relationship. And what happens when you feel let down? What happens when you've given your love and that other person gives you that love, but it sidetracks? It doesn't stay on track with building that love. Expectations come in, conditions come in, and that's called conditional love. The love that you are being given is conditional based upon how you make them feel, what you do, who you are, how you support their thinking belief system, how you might do it their way. That's not love. So love has been deeply confused with the misuse of power. Right now, we are diving into the power of love. So when you find that real love inside of your heart, it means that you are traveling through and facing those walls, those resistances and denials inside of you that have kept you from that love. When we turn to gratitude and we give thankful for all the ways that the universe is showering us and supporting us to feel closer to life, we are being blessed by the power of love. When you slow down and open to receive how love is teaching you, how love is inspiring you to shift direction and go on a course that might be an expansion of where you presently are or a whole new direction. As we turn towards thankfulness and appreciation and truly taking in the wonders of how the universe really loves us and decide to stop blocking those ways that it wants to come through, we begin to experience the power of love. The power of love lives inside of you because the life force, that very powerful life force, whether it's blocked in you, manipulated to come across a certain way, perform a certain way, or it's shut down a certain way so that you can perform at a certain level and appear that you've got it together and that you know what's best. When the power of love is fully alive in you, you have a sense of wholeness. That power of love will kick you in the ass to help wake you up, to move you through the ways that you might have not been gracious enough, thankful enough, possibly so arrogant in a moment of trying to exert your own intelligence or what you've needed to be seen as. Or perhaps the power of love becomes an indulgence where you get high on the ecstatic moment of feeling like love is touching you. Then the question to ask yourself is, do I want to stay in the state of separation in order to feel that love? There are a zillion, gazillion ways to separate from the true, pure love inside of you. Your power of love is a force of love itself. The force of love is the power of love. And power is the opposite of power over others, or force, meaning brute force, where it's being pushed. Your discovery of true love is moving through the paradigm of fake and false power and discovering what's really real. So as you hold your chalice of life in your hands, imagine holding a goblet right now and it's being filled with the life energy that has the ability to fill you and give you what you've needed others to give you, what you've needed life to give you. What you're realizing and have the opportunity to realize is that by reaching in to the source within you, no matter how difficult a life circumstance could be right now, you are giving over your disbelief and hesitations about love. We're the only ones that put up the resistance and the block to love. We're the only ones who keep it away, that give over our power to a false power, a false self. We can make things up in our own mind, and in those times of following something that just makes us separate more from ourselves, We have to stop and question and end the separation. You know deep within inside of your being when love has touched you. And if you can remember a moment right now when love has deeply touched you and you are welcoming it into you right now. And in that remembrance of love touching you, I want to invite you to give over, to let go something that you do or say or think or withhold or keep in control of behavior and action in order to block the way that love is trying to move in you. And yes, love will take you over when you allow it to be what it is. And love itself, the power of love itself, will teach you, guide you, awaken you into the love that you really have inside of you, that you are, that's stronger than any other energy in the universe. Power of love is so magnificent that everything in your universe is connected into love, and the entire universe being created from love itself. When you realize it's been really created from the source, everything around you is from the source, and everything around you is there to help you to come into deeper alignment with love. Look at the millions of ways around the world, in every culture, in every person's head, that denial and push away of love is really occurring. It's really true. When you look at money in a whole different way, as a currency of love, something starts to change in you. When you look at food as a medicine of love, everything begins to change. When you look at the way that you clothe yourself, what fabrics you choose to put your body into, that is an expression of the power of love. When you go out of your way to show up for another person who might be struggling in the moment, that is an expression of the power of love. When we are separate from the love within inside of ourselves, we feel limited. And the limitation happens through investing in fear instead of love. As you go through your day, today and in the next few days, take a strong look at what you invest in and the returns that you really want. And as you step into your own giving and receiving cycle, really focus on your priorities and what's important to you. And choose wisely what you invest in. Will it be greed? Will it be giving? Will it be attachment? Will it be non-attachment? Will it be fear or will it be love? Will it be escape or will it be full presence? Will it be denial or will it be choosing to embrace and receive what might be difficult in a situation and most important within you? Those of you who are here listening and being here with all of us right now know that what I bring through Spirit Gateways is the roadmap of awakening into your true self. And then when you get to your true self, you get to let go of the residue of what's still lingering and what blocks you from releasing fully into being one in the source. We all have patterns that we took on, that we brought with us into this lifetime, that we have perfected to keep ourselves from showing up in the power of love. I have been led by love since an early age and began a lot of questioning. Through love itself, I learned about love through what it was not what it was. And I realized after a few decades that I really didn't know what love was, and stopped trying to find love in all the wrong places or projecting onto a situation or a person what love was. I began to grow really deeply once I could really admit to myself that I really didn't know what love is or was. And I just want to invite you right now to take a moment or two to feel into the ways that you have projected onto a situation or a person of love, of what you've wanted it to be, but maybe it wasn't or it is not in the present. To take a quick look at that you can dive into in a little bit later or tomorrow, but don't forget, this is a really precious and important assignment to view the ways that you stay in control and keep love out. What do you keep yourself from doing? How do you escape? How do you neglect that yearning deep inside of yourself? How do you block the yearning inside of yourself to come closer to what feels like it could just take you over and even be too much? How love flows in you is what I want to hold the space for right now, so that you can take these moments and drop into your own upper chest, into your heart, and allow what's really there in your heart to be able to percolate, to really begin to boil, to begin to create steam, so that you can feel what wants to come through, what aching desire, what message do you want to bring? How do you want to step forward? How do you want to bring the love that is deep inside of you forward and outward? What would work wonderfully for you, even for just 60 seconds right now, of how to come into your heart, open it, and go into the treasure of stillness inside of your heart so that you can nurture and strengthen the love that is deep within inside of you. As I hold this large container, this vessel with love for your love, I invite you to receive the love that's coming to you and through you from the deep source, that infinite source within inside of you that's never ending. Do you know that there is a never ending source within you? And even when we are feeling really bad, emotionally or psychologically or physically, there is always that continual source that is lifting us, holding us, and strengthening our bond with it. I'd love to invite you to go deeper into your power of love within you, to find your true power and to find the true love within you that circles back into your perfect power and love as partners. Through the Spirit Gateway's 21st Century Liberation Roadmap and giving you the steps in, and through the Evolutionary Empowerment Global Village membership, you are given all of the information that you need through experiential video teachings and through movement and meditation to touch into that unbreakable bond with the source within you. And so, my friends, I welcome you to the love within you, knowing that finding and being in the love within inside of you is the greatest gift that you can give to yourself. For here is your true abundance, the truth of who you are and what this lifetime is all about exists as you touch in to the power of love within inside of you. Thank you so very much for joining with all of us, holding you in deep, deep light and expanding love. This is Ayana Lahi. Until next time, big love to you.